So I come to this location. Now, whether or not this is bull, but I come to this location and I said, yeah, I like to, when you buy a bucket of chicken, do you get the printer in it? And the people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English, so I'm not sure why there was such a problem with them understanding that, you know, it looks like, let me just put my phone up there. It looks like there's an advertisement for a bucket with a printer in it that will print 6 pictures through your Bluetooth phone. There's an advertisement. It's on their website. There's a video of it. And so I come to this location and they're just like right over their head. They have no idea. Drink, 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 donate. In the meantime, let's watch some TikTok. On my TikTok, white Canadian. On my TikTok, white. On my TikTok, white Canadian. On my TikTok, white. I'm not Muslim. I'm just a white Canadian white guy. Hitler flap. Thank you very much. White guy. Because I'm white. So the Japanese are horrible people. If I had a gun and you were right in front of me, I'd put the gun to your face. Yeah, I made more fucking money than you ever did.
All you do is eat all day. That's why you're on a show. A couch potato. Back in your face. Why the fuck Why the fuck Why the fuck
Now, if you're a child, don't fucking watch this.
So this one is called Road Trip to Niagara Falls, Nexus Pass Approved, KFC Rage, Ben's New Haircut, Ken's Vlog number 410. What sort of a mouthful is that to type and to speak? So I've been aware of this for quite a while, and there was one really funny moment, if you can call that. Really, it's a sad moment for normal people that Ken would act this way. So for the rest of us, it's funny, even though the way he acts is disgusting and revolting. It was just that, you know, very recently, Ken did something racist, which is he put a heart on a racist comment. And there'll be a link in the description below if you want to check out, because I did a lot more than just take a screen grab. I did a screen grab movie, because Ken just deletes this sort of thing, right? And then if all you have left is a screen grab, it's like, that's not strong evidence. So I did a whole video on it, and I interacted with the comment that Ken put a heart on. And the comment called Vietnamese people gooks, and Ken put a heart on it. He should have deleted it. Instead, he puts a heart on it. And I interacted with the racist comment that Ken put a heart on, and I made a comment saying racist Ken. And anyway, there's a link in the description. I proved it. I don't just go with a screen grab because Ken just deletes it and then all you have left. I proved it, that he put a heart on a racist comment. So given that he did that recently, one of you guys reached out to me to say, you gotta go back and do this one where Ken says that the staff at a KFC can barely speak English. And, well, that's the funny part that I remember. And so, given that he just exhibited racist behavior to endorse and put a heart to a racist comment, like, stuff like that should just be deleted. You don't celebrate it. This has a lot more significance. And thanks to the person that reached out to me. And now I'm going to get to it. So we're going to get this on record. I can't believe that Ken actually left this here. So it's like less than 2 months removed from being on there for like 8 years. And it only has 10,322 views as I start working this. June 6th, 2023. Early in the morning. So let's, okay, so there's a lot of talking in the introduction, and, I just wanted to get to the part where he's squawking at the staff for barely being able to speak English. So let's just, stop talking, let's get to it.
Alright guys, I'm here in Vaughan. I thought I would drop by this KFC location.
Oh, how lucky they are. You go there, you don't get what you want, you get angry about it, you don't buy anything, and you use their private property as a set piece so you can make money from it. You don't even buy a little bit of food from the place, and you're gonna go talk shit about them. How lucky they are to have you there.
Because JP,
Isn't that cute? This was back in 2015 when Ken could name drop the people that he was working with. Oh, that's all gone now. This was a year before CraveCon, and pretty much everybody who was involved in it is a nobody now. And JP and Julie are now on their way to being nobodies because their channel is in the toilet. Ken is in the toilet. And who survived? Dame Drops.
I'm gonna ride this YouTube gravy train until the wheels fall off.
He's doing great. His channel is strong. He's doing other things, branching out to other areas. Ken, memories.
Not just JP, but not too long ago, maybe a week or two ago, KFC actually contacted me and said, how would you like to come down and see the launch of something really cool and new that they're doing? And I said, sure. So actually I said, we talked back and forth, and then it kind of fell apart.
Of course. That was the amount of time it took for them to realize that they were dealing with a horse's ass.
So, and then JP sent me this.
Ken Domik, you are an amazing YouTuber. So amazing that when Julia and I came to Canada for the first time ever in the past month, we made sure we had nothing to do with you. That's how amazing you are. You're so amazing that you have to be avoided like the plague.
I don't think you guys can see it, but it's an image, or it's an advertisement saying oh my gosh, dude.
Ken, we love it when you say dude all the time, because you know that this is a business, or at least it is for some desperate hacks such as yourself, and you know that the audience skews a little younger than middle-aged, so you say to yourself, I'm just gonna act like I'm a teenager, just put my foot into my 20s by saying, dude, radical, awesome, you rock, when you don't realize that you're talking like back when you were a teenager decades ago, and it just doesn't play as being real. Oh well, we'll leave that alone for a moment. Well, what was Ken saying? It's an image? It's an advertisement? It is some forwarded story that JP took like 4 seconds to just go bloop, 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 forward it to Ken. And it's about the KFC Memories bucket, which was a very, very limited item that they made just to say, look what we did. We put a printer in a bucket of chicken. And if anybody knows anything about the quick service restaurant industry, then you would expect that not all locations would be participating or would have it or would even have any, because it would disappear pretty much 5 minutes after it gets released. So he goes to this place, and well, I don't get ahead of myself, okay? All right, you know, a reasonable person would expect it's got a slim chance of being available. So that's what he's talking about, and let's just let Ken finish this.
Okay, here it is. KFC's memory bucket packs a photo printer in the base. So I come to this location. Now, whether or not this is bull, but I come to this location and I said, yeah, I like to, when you buy a bucket of chicken, do you get the printer in it? And the people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English.
Holy shit, did he really say that? As an adult, in the 21st century, after KFC contacted him and tried to invite him to take part in this, and whatever made it fall apart was all Ken's fault, because he is a horse's ass, and he tries his luck trying to find this very difficult to get item, and he doesn't get it, and he uses their private property to shoot footage without permission or their knowledge of what he's doing. He makes money with it. He doesn't even buy a couple dollars worth of food that he's going to write most of it off anyway. And then he says the people here can barely speak English. Did he really say that? Maybe I should play that like 4 more times.
The people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English. The people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English. The people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English. The people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English. So,
Ken, you are a racist. The first time I said it on any of my reactions was when you celebrated the racist comment that said Vietnamese people were gooks, and you put a heart on it when you should have either ignored it or deleted it. You read it, and you celebrated it, and you rewarded it, and you put a heart on it. That is racist. And to go after people for the way they deal with the English language is racist, because they came from another country, and often they are a different race from your own. So to say something bitter and mean, they can barely speak English, is racist. Because they're doing more than you have ever done. They speak their native tongue, and then they speak English too. Whereas you can barely handle English alone. Speaking it, reading it, writing it, and you're going to bring shit to immigrants who are working a hard job, and you're sitting around with a fucking fad, eating shit in the car while writing almost all of the food off because you got lucky with the fad, you cheap booze hound hack e-bagger, and you let them have shit because they struggle with English a little bit as they're doing their jobs? Fuck off, you racist piece of garbage.
I'm not sure why there was such a problem with them.
What did Ken just say? With me, with them? I don't know why there was such a problem with me. With them. Not only is Ken lazy, he's stupid too. Because a stupid person can put a lot of work in and make something happen. And Ken just fell ass backwards into a fad that makes money. And he's giving shit to people for their English. And he can't even finish his shit-talking reaction to them without going, I don't know why there's such a problem with them. And he says, I don't know why there's such a problem with me. Let's just back up a little bit. This is just too good to be doing this too quickly. A little bit.
When you buy a bucket of chicken, do you get the printer in it? And the people at this location in Vaughan can barely speak English. So I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me. I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me. I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me. I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me. I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me. I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me. I'm not sure why there was such a problem with me, with them understanding that, you know, it looks like.
Really, it looks like it is you that has the problem, Ken. We have a Ken problem here with the English language, because we all know that you cannot read, write, or speak the English language properly. So you present a challenge to staff when you go in there, and you're a bad communicator. So it's you that's making things difficult when you go to the KFC location and you want to speak to an item that is very rare and very difficult to find and is probably already gone. So they had no interaction with it. And you give them problems, then you don't buy anything, then you shoot footage of their private property, make money with it, and leave.
Let me just put my phone up there. It looks like there's an advertisement for a bucket with a printer in it that will print 6 pictures through your Bluetooth phone. There's an advertisement. It's on their website. There's a video of it. And so I come to this location and they're just like,
Holy cow, what a horrible personality you have, Ken. No wonder your kids are not in any of your videos anymore. They are away from that personality and they're not coming back to it. You will put anything on your channel to make a buck, and your own 2 kids do not show up on camera. And as adults, they should appreciate, maybe dad needs some help and get a few views. They also know how much money you have, and you don't have to be doing this anyway. Point is, the personality that Ken has is just disgusting. And he's going to say right over their heads they have no idea. Alright, so that's coming. We're going to savor this. And Ken, who the fuck are you? Some AV hump from the local school board dragging around Betamax and film projectors, and you fall into this fad, and you gave up after CraveCon because you were figuring now it's time for the next level, and it didn't happen. So you took your ball and you went home, and you've been bitter ever since. And your greatest thing other than CraveCon was 50 years ago you played an extra as a cop in some video by the Moffats, and that is it. And so now, in addition to the food fad thing, which is waning for you, now you try to get a little piece of the Steve Wallace action, and you pretend to be a stealth camper when really you're not, because you want like a little bit extra of that hack money. Let's just get to you saying that right over their heads and do that.
right over their head. They have no idea.
Do you want to talk about having no idea? That is you. A hack. You approached this platform with the idea, hey, I can get some money, I gotta get in on this. And the cat videos didn't work because you thought it was gonna be that easy. Just make silly videos of your own cats, publish them, instant millionaire. It didn't work. Okay, so you did get lucky with the food fad and the car thing. And now it's dried up because you've been doing this for so long that we can tell there's no creativity. You have no idea to share yourself. Never mind going to KFC and bothering working people while you sit there riding your gasoline off to get there, and you don't even give them the dignity of buying a little bit of food after pestering them for probably 15 minutes. You have no idea. You're a hack. That's what a hack is. A hack has no idea. He goes by formulas. Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it.
Hack, 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 hack.
The person who has no idea is you, Ken. And we're going to have to run that little bit where he goes with that. We're going to do that like a bunch of times before we move forward with this.
And you can see a couple of them in the background snickering about it.
Yes, because they should. And we will get to that too, you mean dork. One step backward first.
There's a video of it. And so I come to this location and they're just like, right over their head. They have no idea. And you can see a couple of them in the background snickering about it.
That was the right thing to do, you entitled, mean-spirited hack clown. Going there and making a big deal about what is really a toy. And back then you were like almost 50. You don't have the toy. I want the toy. They never had it at that location. It's not their fault. If you're going blah, 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 printer, blah, 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 yeah, well, here it is. They never had it. You don't understand what a rare item is, and these things like sell out within like minutes of being released. KFC gets to say, look, we did it. We put a printer in a bucket of chicken. There's not going to be enough to go around. It's like a collector's item. It's gone and it's gone fast. And you show up after the fact, and they don't have it because they never had it. It's not available at all locations. And then you're going to give them shit for it. It's like, oh, they were snickering at me. Get out of here.
Like, I'm an idiot or something.
Bingo! Ken, you win the prize. You are an idiot. Thing is, Ken thinks he's in the right. So he puts himself on camera and says, oh, so it's like I'm an idiot, and publishes it because he thinks they're idiots. Here's who the idiot is. Ken Domik, because the item is a toy. It's a very limited edition toy. He's already been years and years knee-deep in the fast food industry, and an idiot doesn't learn anything. Well, let me take that back. Even somebody who is an idiot can learn something, either by accident or putting some effort in. Ken just has no interest. He doesn't even want to try. It's like, this is a business. I get in, I make my money, I leave. He has no interest in the culinary arts. He has no interest in the lore of the fast food industry, its history, and all of that. He just doesn't care. It's just, give me my money and I'm out of here. So he doesn't appreciate that a very limited promotional item is going to be gone almost as soon as it gets released. And so Baby doesn't get his toy, Baby gets angry, and he publishes and makes a fool of himself by doing so, and doesn't realize it as he does it. How old was Ken when he made this piece of garbage? Let me go check. So it was published August 1st, 2015. So he was 49 years of age, getting angry over a toy. That is not a piece of office equipment, it's a toy. He gets angry over it and publishes and says, oh, so like I'm the idiot. Yes, you are.
Like, it's, hey, I saw the advertisement. I came in to try and buy a bucket, and then they keep saying the same thing over. You can buy a 6-piece, a 9-piece, or a 12-piece bucket. And I'm like, I understand.
What an abrasive personality he's got, and a short temper. No wonder his kids don't show up on his videos, like, ever. Who would be with somebody like that? Oh yeah. Just that. Anyway, he's about to say, like, I understand you can buy chicken at KFC. That's not how the conversation went. Ken is going in there looking for a limited edition toy, which never made its way there. Because if they actually had some stock, they would be able to put it together and go, okay, he's asking for this printer, okay, there it is. They never got any, okay? So Ken is asking for something they don't have, and Ken doesn't have the wisdom to know that a very limited edition promotional item such as that will be gone like almost as soon as it gets released. So they're saying, look, we have some chicken here. It's not that they're stupid, it's that Ken is an asshole.
That you can buy a bucket of chicken at KFC. What I'm asking you...
That is why Ken could never work with a real team of people, with a real production company, and why KBD Productions TV is really just Ken alone with a camera shooting footage of him eating chicken sandwiches. Because anytime you would have a disagreement, he would be doing this. And you know that's how he treated his kids when they were growing up. I need you to pick that up and turn this off. Horrible personality. And we laugh at Carol because who else would be with this? Okay, let's back it up a tiny wee bit and then move forward with this.
What I'm asking you... 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 Ken Rage doesn't have a printer in it!
Oof. It is now the afternoon of June 6, 2023, and I know I'm going to get this done today with the preview because there is just a minute of footage left to react to for this. Okay, and when Ken does something stupid that is very short, I run it several times so we can note what he's done. And so for this, he's putting on such a display of being an idiot that they're a little bit longer, yet they're still pretty short. Anyway, I'm just letting you guys know, yeah, I'm going to really overdo it this time because we really get to appreciate how messed up this clown is. So if that gets on your patience, there's only a minute left of actual footage for us to react to. And so I just want to let you know before we finish this off.
What I'm asking you... Ken Rage doesn't have a printer! 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 I'm angry now because I had to go through 3 people at this location
to get a toy. A 49-year-old man losing his temper over a toy. Ken, if you want a toy, go to Toys R Us, go to Amazon. If you want a very limited edition promotional item from a fast food chain, then go on eBay and pay 10 times what it costs in order to have it. If you end up missing it, because it's gone virtually as soon as it gets released. You should understand that by now. It's just all you think of is just give me my money and get out of it. You don't want to learn anything about how the business works. Yeah, you had to go through 3 people trying to get a toy that wasn't available in that store. And they had to put up with your horrible personality, and you didn't even buy any food before leaving to shoot footage of their private property to make money from it.
I'm angry now because I had to go through 3 people at this location. The first guy was a complete second person just repeated what the first guy said, and then the manager or somebody came up and said, I'll handle this. Sir, we have a 6-piece that I understand. You've got chicken and buckets. 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 Okay, off to Tim Hortons. Okay, we're here at Friendly Tim Hortons, where they know what they're advertising, and the employees are told the situation.
The situation is you do not have a relationship with Tim Hortons anymore. Last year, everybody got the Justin Bieber packages, and you did not. And with you trying to blame your printer toy mess on the staff at KFC, saying that they don't know what's going on, with about 60% of your videos, you don't know what's going on. I don't know. You make mistakes. You don't fix them in post. If there's anybody that doesn't know what's happening, it's you. So shut up, please and thanks.
Anyway, so I'm going to get a couple different food items here, and we'll make a food video.
That is adorable, Ken. And guess what? Today, nobody cares. This was 8 years ago, before CraveCon and before you gave up, because it didn't happen as easily as you wanted it to. I have said it before, I'm going to say it again here. You could have kept CraveCon going. It could have been a smaller event with a lot of online participation and you doing a meet and greet. There's all kinds of things you could have done. You just gave up because it was too much work. That makes you a loser. And now you've got a small channel and nobody cares. So we're pretty much done. This one was really wild. It was a blast. And thanks to the person who reached out to me who wants to remain anonymous. I don't know why anyway. I respect your wishes on that. And this was wild. This would be in the top 10% of what we have here. So, thanks for coming by. Do the subscribe, like, comment thing. And we'll have a few more squawks from Ken, and then we're done.
Is that it? That's it.
British peanut.
Double. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. Tangy.